You keep pushing your goals off to the next year. And then before you know it, you are going to be on your deathbed with regrets. I literally just worked my entire life putting everything off until I retired. And then when you retire, then you get sick, and then your body doesn't function the way that it used to. Or something else happens, or life is, I want you to live your life with no regrets. Literally. My whole mission for what I do is to help people not be on their deathbed with regrets. You need to start setting up a realistic plan now for you to be successful in 2026. You need to develop a plan now and even start working on it right now if you're able to. Do not wait until 2026 to do something about your life, to start aiming for your dream. Do it now. Don't push it off. Have you ever been tired of being sick and tired? Yeah, that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome back to the Act2vate Effect, y'all. I'm your host, Elizabeth Pastrano. It is a little over a month before the end of the year is gone. 2025 is going to be in the rearview mirror before we know it. And 2026 is going to be upon us. There is so many of you who started the year with an endless amount of goals. And honestly, it was probably an unrealistic list to begin with. Not impossible, but against all the other stuff you have against you, right? And you didn't realistically set these goals. No fault of your own. We're super ambitious people. We think we can move mountains overnight. And sometimes we do, right? If we get lucky and everything lines up perfectly. But usually that's not how it is. And then you started off the year really strong. And then you got distracted. You got sick. A family situation happened. You had a bad breakup. The list goes on and on of all the negative stuff that happens in our life, right? And then before you know it, it's literally a little over a month before the end of the year ends. And then you're like, that's next year's problem. I worked on one goal out of 20 goals. It's okay. I'm going to move everything to 2026. And then when you look back at it, you literally, from 2022, moved it to 2023. From 2023, you moved it to 2024. You moved it to 2025. And now it is next year's 2026 problem. Yeah. When are you going to wake up? Like, when are you going to actually decide to make a realistic plan? One, make sure that your goals are aligned to who you are and what you want to be when you grow up. Because it doesn't matter what age you are. Yo, I just had a birthday and I'm still wanting to be things when I grow up. If you're not living like that, then what kind of life are you living? But anyways, another topic for another day. So you keep pushing your goals off to the next year. And then before you know it, you are going to be on your deathbed with regrets. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I literally just worked my entire life putting everything off until I retired. And then when you retire, then you get sick. And then your body doesn't function the way that it used to. Or something else happens. Or life is... Yeah. I want you to live your life with no regrets. Literally. My whole mission for what I do is to help people not be on their deathbed with regrets. I do not want you to be on your deathbed. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. Just do it. Stop pushing goals off until the next year. Make a realistic plan and get it done. It is possible. Don't get to a point where you're like, you just check one thing off and you're like, next year's problem. It didn't really work out. Like, I got fired. My job didn't work out. My house situation didn't work out. I'm going through the worst breakup of my life. I got in a car accident. I had to go through physical therapy. My jaw is literally misaligned from an accident that happened that was not my fault at all. Stop making excuses, y'all. Like, this stuff is real. This stuff is real. I'm in pain a lot, quite often, almost every day. I can't eat certain foods because my jaw hurts. My jaw is literally misaligned on both sides. I'm going through all these specialists to figure it out. This accident happened right when my business was starting to get traction momentum. I couldn't talk. Y'all, I talk for a living. I am giving you this example because how much that accident, like, literally took the breath away from me. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. My entire diet changed. I couldn't focus. The first 2 weeks was pure misery. And I'm still miserable in so many circumstances. If I wanted to, y'all, I could have let that be an excuse. Next year, I'll start my business. Next year, I'll get things off the ground. Next year. And I had to figure out a way to make it all work. Yes, there was times where I had to cancel meetings. I had to push things off. Things didn't move forward as quickly as I wanted it to. I have so many doctor's appointments. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And I'm sharing this with you because life happens. And this is just one incident of my life this year, my jaw. There's been so many other incidents in my life that have like literally tried to derail me from, and now I can't talk all of a sudden. But they have literally derailed me or tried to derail me from moving forward, from succeeding. And no, life is going to happen. But the quicker you learn how to figure it out, the quicker you learn how to pivot, the quicker you learn how to maneuver and make a plan B, and a plan B doesn't work out, a plan C, and then a plan D, then you're going to be so much further in life. You're going to be able to accommodate the derailments a lot sooner than you have before. And I want you guys, my wish for you is 2026 is going to be the most amazing year. You know why? Because you're going to sign up for my goals workshop. 2, you're going to actually align goals for your purpose, for what you want to be when you grow up, and to never stop dreaming. Look, I'm talking like the year is over. The year is not over. This is just how I talk, y'all. But you need to start setting up a realistic plan now for you to be successful in 2026. You need to develop a plan now and even start working on it right now if you're able to set you up for success. Do not wait until 2026 to do something about your life, to start aiming for your dream. Do it now. Don't push it off. Because when you push it off, that allows for stuff to happen. That allows for stuff to occur. And we're not even talking about the accident. Accidents are going to happen at a freak moment's notice. And we're talking about like life just happening in general. Like, just do it, y'all. Like, if you really want something in your life, make it happen. I talked about in my last episode about having to figure it out everything on my own, from being a young kid and like being the oldest, being the first gen, being the first one to do everything, the first in my family, and just having to figure it out. Like, you could figure out anything, y'all. Like, and if you haven't yet, I'm here to tell you, you can. I started a brand new business this year. I don't know nothing about being an entrepreneur. I mean, now I do. But like back then when I started my business, I didn't know anything about. Okay, that's not true either. I have my MBA. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I did not have entrepreneur experience. I did not know what it actually took to become an entrepreneur. But you know what? I had my MBA. I have my over 15 years of corporate consulting experience. I know how to network. I have a network. I know how to reach out to people. I know how to make connections. And I figured it out. And now I'm a small business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a podcast. I have my own business. I created a community. If you would have told me a year ago that I was going to be doing all these things, I would be like, no way. I don't even know about this stuff. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know what that means. Like, this is crazy. I don't know. Y'all, I literally just woke up one day with a dream. I woke up, I listened to my calling, quit my job, sold my home, started over. That is not what I wish for you, because it is very hard. Not impossible, but hard. I literally have developed my programs to help people do the same thing, but with the strategy, because I want you to learn from my struggles of doing it that way. And I want you to learn from my lessons learned. But the point of all this is just do it. Like literally just do it, like Nike said, and figure out a way. Stop making excuses, make a plan of action, get it done. Nothing is impossible, y'all. I believe in you. Have faith in yourself. You can do it. But you can only do it if you start making a plan now to execute to do it. So don't roll it off to 2026, y'all. Come join my goals workshop December 6th and create an aligned plan for your next year so you hit the ground running. If this resonates with you, y'all, share it with somebody else who needs to hear this. Join my goals workshop. And yes, also have a great Thanksgiving.